So, oh, Bray's doing his thing. How do you get those dreadlocks like that anyway? So, about my Father's Day video. On Father's Day, I ended up putting up a sort of Father's Day vlog that ended up going a bit differently than I had planned to. I was emotional, and I ended up, what's the word? I ended up basically crying. Because I had no idea what was going on with my dad. He was in the Philippines, martial law, yada yada yada. First off, I presume to some people they weren't very happy with seeing me cry, which, come to think of it, is definitely expected. But they just, well, one person suggested that I go to therapy, which I already am. I just couldn't help but, and I basically left the crying and all that in, the emotion, to kind of push the message that you should always spend time with your loved ones as much as you can. Anyway, I do want to apologize for worrying anyone at that time. Sorry this apology is really that late, but still, I'm sorry for worrying you guys about that. Anyway, I do want to at least make one notice about that. It took a while, and it took some money and some help from friends, but I finally managed to get in contact with my dad, in case any of you guys were wondering. He is okay. He's alright. Basically, what happened as to why I haven't heard from him since May 19th until last night was a thunderstorm. If I'm not mistaken, I think his exact words were, it, quote, fried my internet, my being his. And that is definitely something, because it took him a couple of months to really manage to get his internet back up, and even then it was only something like pocket Wi-Fi. So I'm guessing he really isn't in a very affected area in terms of the martial law situation in Philippines, but still it is a pretty serious issue considering circumstances. But yeah, I just want to let you know that he's okay, and I'm honestly relieved. I consider that the one best birthday present. I do want to apologize to anyone who feel like whatever they sent me or anything felt like I don't know if the term is betrayed, but it's good enough, I guess, in terms of explaining it. But this is my dad, the guy that raised me, and at some point, of course, he wasn't healthy enough to raise me, so I went into foster care, and he still made time to visit me as much as he could, and all that. Like, there have been situations where we didn't get along. There have been situations where he was pretty verbal, let's put it that way. Not in an abusive way, mind you. Not in an abusive way. It was more like, well, he got angry a lot with some stuff that I did. I mean, in all fairness, I was a stupid kid. But either way, I still love him because he did all he could for us when my mom ended up leaving New York for Florida. I'm in Florida now. It's complicated. I'm not going to get into it. And he did all he could. He did all he could to make sure that we had a happy family. He even he was also looking around to find a new wife of sorts, basically a new girlfriend, to basically be the mother for me and my siblings, as well as to be a new love for, well, him. It's just didn't exactly end up being in the best interest in most cases. I don't know if I mentioned this, but the woman he ended up getting with, that we ended up living with, was not a very nice woman. I'm not going to say any names, as usual. I think I mentioned that she didn't like animals. The footage froze. What the hell happened? Are we good? Okay, we're good. We're good. I don't know what the hell happened there. The footage just froze, and well, whatever. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, we ended up having to give up our dog, Sheba. God bless her soul. I'm sure that she's passed long ago. She was a pretty old dog already. I just hope that the family that Dad ended up giving her away to took care of her in her final years. Took real good care, I'm sure. I'm hoping. But like I said, at least in the Father's Day vlog I probably did, he regretted that especially because he loved that dog with all his heart. Either way, anyone who is worried about me, don't worry. And worried about my dad, don't worry any further. He's okay. We're all okay and all that. Just, well, remember to have faith. To be hopeful for the future. Spend time with your loved ones. And to never give up on anything. Alright? Alright, I had actually debated on mentioning this as well in the earlier Crash vlog, but let's be real, it didn't fit. Much like the little message I gave at the end of the Teletubbies 2000 review, it didn't fit. Anyway, yeah, Twitter poll up on Twitter if you guys want to vote. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to go back to watching Raw and subjecting myself to further torment as a result. Nah, but they're doing their best, and that's, as far as I can tell, what matters. Just wish Brock Lesnar wouldn't have to hold the Universal title, because we prefer a champion that actually is there every fucking day and every fucking week. Alright. Big hug. Boy, this is actually ridiculous, isn't it? Alright. Take care, guys, and I will see you probably in the next vlog, but either way, I'll see you, like, hopefully for a stream or something. Nevertheless, especially, I will see you for Sonic Month. I'm actually really excited for this, to be honest. Alright. See you guys then.